Okay, right now we are going to do a reading that is a requested topic. So basically, this reading is how to do a healthy relationship between a man and a woman. It's like, how does this look? What are the elements? What are the key ingredients? And I guess this is going to be some foundational stuff. Now, the question specifically is about relationships between men and women. There's probably stuff in here that would be useful for relationships of any kinds, but this is specifically um, the male and the female in this relationship. So, as signifiers, these are from the Russian Deviant Moon deck. So, both of these cards are still in the deck that I'm going to use. But just as a signifier, we have the Emperor and the Empress. I'm going to put them up here where no one can see them but me, I guess. Okay. All right. Random word, pickle juice. Number 22. Boop, boop, boop. So, what does this look like? All right. So, the root card is the Four of Pentacles. Um, all right, we'll just keep going here. So, immediately, I'm trying to think of a healthy relationship between a man and a woman, and to be honest, I can't bring any up into my head at this point. I mean, I know there are a bunch, right? But generally not in the people that I know. So, here we have a root card of a fear of letting go. And I know that this is the case in any committed relationship where there's a lot of fear. Like, if I give myself to this person, think of all the shit that I can't do, or all of these other things, that I'm going to have to let go of. So, right away, this shows a base level of fear. Now, you have to be able to walk through, right? You have to be able to walk through the portal. Now, there's another thing here about time. And if you continue this energy, it's like it's inevitable. Eventually, you have to go through the portal. And as someone who has been single virtually my entire life, I feel like having a committed relationship, like a fucking real relationship, would be some sort of advancement for me. I've definitely felt this, you know, this sort of fear of letting go of shit that um, it seems important at the time, right? But you have to be able to let go of the things that you cling on to. Now, the center card is the Ten of Wands, and this is a popular card lately, but it's the work, you know? It's a labor of love. So, one of the things here, there has to be love. Like, you have to want to serve the person, which is basically what's happening here. Now, this dude, or we'll say this person, this fucking reptilian, is, you could say they're going to build a house for them and their partner. This is like service. It's it's an it's a burden, it's a duty, it's an act of love and sacrifice, and it's work, It's fucking real work, but this is done out of love and service. So it would also say that, I mean, the person that you are trying to have this relationship with is someone that you should want to love and serve. Now, all right, let's just see where they're coming from, where they're going. Bloop, bloop. So, in this service, so in the background here, we have a Queen of Cups, which is dedication. Um, this is the devoted, loving mother, right? So we have this devotion energy. And as the service continues, it moves into a Two of Pentacles. Now, this is like some movement, some different sort of energy. This is having a couple different things going on and sort of rotating between them. It's movement. It shows in a dancer. So, I'm guessing that this is just showing how in a person's life, through this act of service, that it kind of does keep things moving. But the other thing, that I would say here is it's important to have maybe a couple things going on. So if your service to your love is the only thing in your world, that might be a problem. But here, through the service, we move forward, and then we get to this Two of Pentacles, just having some new shit every once in a while. Okay, now I'm going to pull a card over here. Well, maybe we'll do it the other way. No, we'll do it over here. So I'm going to put a card here for Emperor type energy, and a card over here for Empress type energy, but just to see maybe an energy that represents each of them. Well, okay. So I guess this is like a core struggle in each one. And what we get are the Devil for the Emperor and the Eight of Cups for the Empress. Now, it is interesting because the Devil is this little bull figure that the Emperor has to put his foot down upon here. The Emperor must conquer his devil, right? And this is obsession, possession, greed, but this is very strong in the Emperor. And the Emperor has to control it. The Emperor has to conquer it. And with the Empress, what we get is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is about not carrying emotional baggage around with you forever. So it basically shows that the Empress, their main struggle is with letting go of toxic emotional crap, Now, this makes sense on a fundamental level because the Empress is the womb, and of course a womb is going to keep that stuff. And the big difficulty is letting it go, like walking away from the emotional garbage that you've collected over a lifetime on Earth. But not allowing that to fucking destroy your relationships, not allowing it to control you or to control how you interact with your partner. And for the dudes, the Devil and a dude, this seems pretty clear to me. But control your fucking devil, right? Easier said than done in both cases. But if you are in one of these relationships, these are the things that you must figure out. All right. Now, I just want to see if there is any higher wisdom to come out. This is shared. This is shared fucking human consciousness, energy, whatever the fuck. So we get a Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands, this is slowly growing something over a long period of time. Patience, love, nurturing, that's what is given to the Wands, right? There's a couple things that I'm going to read out of this, but first I'm just going to go through this. And so that's the mask that they use to scare away predators, but that shit's turned backwards because none of that defensive territorial energy should be in here. Now, as far as a higher sort of wisdom, what I would take out of this is, because the umbilical cord, this is like children, right? Um, it's probably really good that in this sort of relationship that you are creating something, you know? The whole reason that there are men and women is so they can come together and create. Otherwise, there wouldn't be either one of them. We'd only have, we'd be like sponges. I don't think they have any sort of gender or sex. They're just they just replicate. Anyway, so make sure that you're creating something together, and try to make sure that in your actual relationship that you are giving it patience, you are giving it love, letting it grow. And as just like these flowers, as it grows, it fucking transforms, right? I mean, you see this little flower thing, just this little green thing sticking out, and then pretty soon there's this thing, this fucking bulb comes out of it with all these petals. It's like, holy shit, where did that come from, you know? Um, that is the transformation process through the life of a thing. And the life of the relationship, I mean, it's going to look different through years because anything that's growing is going to change. Um, and allowing it to do so. And then just looking at it with wonder as a new flower shows up. Oh, wow. Okay. So that's what we get here. I would love to hear any ideas or thoughts on this. It seems pretty clear to me, but uh, every person that I know that is in a male female relationship struggles pretty much with all of these issues. But this is the tarot version of how that shit works. And that's what we have for now. And peace.